You know, contrary to popular belief, you really don't need hundreds upon hundreds of bottles in order to have a really solid fragrance collection. And I will say that is one major issue within the fragrance community is you see people with way too many fragrances, way more than they will ever use, way more than they will ever need. Yes, I'm pointing at myself here. And you think that that's like good. You think that you should have this many. All of these that you're seeing behind me, you shouldn't. This is completely stupid. This should not be a goal of yours. It's dumb. You don't need that. But when you're seeing all of your favorite reviewers with giant collections behind them, you automatically start thinking to yourself, you know what, I need to step up my game a little bit. But that simply isn't true. Today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sticking with a budget, $500. And with that $500, these are the 8 fragrances that I would purchase. And I try to cover all of the bases here. So you have pretty much every type of scent for every situation. These 8 scents will build you the best collection that you can possibly have for the price of $500. You've got variety, you have plenty to choose from, you have great quality scents, and just something for every situation. Now, sure, is it cool to have more than 8? Is that a goal of yours? Yeah, it could be very well, but you don't need to have that. That isn't necessary. These will be perfect, and just having 8 scents will automatically put you ahead of basically 99% of the male population. So these are going to do you really, really well. You're going to stand out. You're going to smell amazing. And yeah, $500 is a lot. But in the grand scheme of things, if you buy these over an extended period of time, you build up to it, now you have a perfect collection that's going to serve you very well. It's important to note that this $500 price point was calculated off of discounter prices. So as we go through the video, each scent that we talk about, I'm going to be giving you the price of it, and that is at discounters. Very important. This video would probably be $1,000 if you were to buy all of these at retail. So don't do that. Use the links down below. They'll take you to the prices that I'm talking about, so you can get these all for about $500. Actually, a little bit less. So by the time you factor in tax and shipping, it'll be right at about that $500 mark. All right, let's get it kicked off with Prada L'Homme, the original one right here. 100 milliliters for $95. I believe this one retails for $100. So at discounters, you could knock about $5 off of the price, which is better than nothing and still the way to go in my opinion. Now this one has iris, no surprise. There's some neroli, some musk, some woods in here. It's soapy, it's clean, it's fresh. It is one of the best signature scents that you can buy if you're looking for something that you cannot mess up. I mean, you can wear this for anything. I do think this is best suited for situations where you are a little bit more dressed up and put together and just things that are going to require a little bit more thought overall, you know, situations, just events of importance, basically. That being said, you could wear it super casual, dressed down to the grocery store, and you're not going to really smell out of place. However, this one does excel in environments where you are trying to make a real statement here. But ultimately, the choice is yours. You can wear this for whatever. You can wear it in spring, summer, fall, winter. It really doesn't matter. This does everything very well, but it doesn't necessarily do one thing the best. You know, kind of like jack of all trades, master of none. Similar concept with this one here. You know, that's kind of how I see it fit, which is not a bad thing. In fact, when it comes to fragrances on a limited budget, that's kind of the type of thing you want to go for. So this is one you should definitely check out if you want soapy, clean, and fresh with an upscale twist. Next up, we have Halloween Man X, right at $42 for a 125 ml bottle just like this. Now, if you can get a tester, it's the way to go, and you'll save a bit of money. This is not tester price. This is full presentation price, $42, because that's all that's in stock right now. So if you're watching this and you can find a tester for less, do it, because this is a tester and they do come with caps. It's the way to go. Again, they're just not in stock right now. This one's got whiskey, it's got tonka bean, a little bit of coffee in here as well. Nice sweet one that's kind of changing gears here. Going to be more suited for the fall and winter time, just the general colder months, even early spring if you really wanted to. It's sweet, it's sexy, it's a little bit gourmand, and it's just a real nice, affordable, budget-friendly coffee, whiskey, tonka bean scent, basically. Not a ton of coffee. It's really all about that whiskey tonka to me, but the coffee does give a little bit of like a dusty, powdery accord, and also helps shift this one into the direction of a gourmand leaning scent, which is kind of an edible smelling scent, right? So this does have some of that going on. And for less than $50, this is a really nice one to have around. Great cheapie, borderline cheapie that you can wear for pretty much any situation in the cooler months. We're sticking with a similar theme there and going with Ferragamo UOMO Signature. This is coming in right at $50 on the dot for 100 milliliters, tonka, leather, and coffee as well. Now, they do share a couple similar notes, however, they are entirely different. This one focusing much heavier on the leather. It's a little bit more masculine, but still being very sweet. More coffee in this one actually than Halloween Man X itself, which I really like. Fantastic scent. This is obviously a flanker of Ferragamo UOMO, which is very sweet as well, but even sweeter than this. So what I like about this one is it's taking that sweet DNA, it's making it a little bit more masculine, kind of stripping it back, making it more refined. Okay, that is Ferragamo UOMO Signature in a nutshell. Right around the same price as the original UOMO as well. So really it can be kind of a pick your favorite type of thing. If you prefer the original, you could substitute that into this list for the same price, right? They're both right around $50 per 100 milliliters, which I think is a fantastic price. It's more than fair, given you get great performance, great quality, and all things considered, a halfway unique type of scent. There isn't really anything else out there like this one aside from, some similarities to the original Ferragamo UOMO, which would make sense given it's a flanker. It's great stuff. I love it, and it's definitely the more interesting of the two between the original and this one. Okay, switching gears back over to kind of a, I don't know, spring, early summer scent, or even late summer, I guess, depending on how you look at it. John Varvatos Artisan Pure. This one got a ton of hype when it first came out. I remember it like it was yesterday because I was suffering from serious FOMO because when this came out, 2017, 2018, can't remember for sure, but it was right around when my channel was just started. I couldn't afford to buy a full bottle, okay? I just couldn't do it. So I had to get a sample later on, well after everyone else had already smelled it and talked about it and reviewed it. I was very much late to the party, and it sucked. But, years later, I finally got myself a full bottle. Here we are. $36 now for 120 milliliters, 125 ml, and that is at discounters years later. It took a while to get down to this price point. I can remember just a year or two ago, this same bottle size going for $60 on discounters. So it has cut the price in half within the past couple of years, and it's finally down to a normal John Varvatos price at discounters. This one's got clementine, orange, petitgrain, a little bit of kind of this floral, orangey, sweet, earthy green smell. Beautiful scent. Talk about something truly unique. It kind of gets compared to Tom Ford Neroli Portofino a little bit. I think they're in a similar ballpark, but ultimately this one kind of goes on its own and does its own thing. But it's beautiful. It smells like crunched up leaves, like crunched up neroli leaves and other green accords. It smells like you're in a garden. So really, to me, it's kind of a early spring going into early summer type of scent. Once you're into late summer, I'm usually over this. I'm into stuff that's super bright and citrusy because this one does have a little bit more depth and complexity behind it, where it doesn't hold up as well when it's brutally humid and miserable outside. But when everything is coming back to life in springtime, this is one of the first things that I think of. We've been getting a lot of rain lately. The grass is greening up, the birds are out, and this has been on my mind a lot, and I'm going to be kicking off spring wearing this one. PACO Rabanne Pure XS, the original one here. Pure XS Night discontinued, very hard to get, and climbing in price. However, not to say that the original is not that good, because it is very good. I just wanted to throw in the fact that yes, normally I would probably prefer Pure XS Night, but again, it's getting to the point where it's hard to feature in videos now because it is getting hard to find. This one's got vanilla, liqueur, and myrrh, along with a little bit of sugar as well, which I think is interesting. 100 milliliter, $52 for a tester at discounters. Now, fear not, these bottles have to come with a cap, even as a tester, because, well, it's on a hinge. Now, Pure XS Night does not have the hinge. They got rid of this. I don't know if they didn't like it, if customer complaints or what. I will say it takes a little bit of getting used to, trying to get a grip on the bottle to spray. It's not a big deal, but it can throw you off. That being said, I kind of do prefer the hinged setup. I think it's cool. Not as many brands do this as I would expect, but it's cool nonetheless. And this scent, it's drop dead gorgeous. Beautiful, sugary, kind of malty, boozy, very sweet. Smells amazing. It's so casual, it's so fun, it's so laid back. If you're looking for a scent that's great for the fall, winter time, just something that's super playful for a very, very reasonable price, this is one you should check out. Very unique. Okay, next up, coming in at $49 for a 100 milliliter tester, one of my all-time favorites, Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum. It's got amber, cardamom, and of course, the star of the show, tobacco. This is a beautiful work of art. I love everything about this stuff, guys. It's amazing. It is one of the best date night fragrances for men that has ever been created, in my humble opinion. And yes, this was my very first bottle that I purchased pretty much at the start of my collection. Maybe about a year into my collection, maybe 8 months or so into it, can't remember for sure, but my original first bottle. And yeah, that's what it looks like. So that's what an empty The One Eau de Parfum looks like. Nice gradient to it. Between this and my other bottles, I've officially used more than a full bottle. I don't wear this one anymore. Call me weird, but I don't want to use that last little bit, because then I feel like I would have to throw the bottle away, and I don't want to do that. So this little bit here is what keeps this OG bottle in my collection, and I refuse to use it. I do not spray this. So I wear this out of my other bottles now. So again, officially combining everything together, I've gone through more than 100 milliliters, and I'm not slowing down. I wear this in the evening to bed all the time. I love every single thing about this, and for 49 bucks for a tester, it is a complete no-brainer. Best date night scent, and full presentation can be 60, 65. Even at that price point, still a no-brainer. Drop dead gorgeous. Second to last one for this video, coming in at $115 for 100 milliliters at discounters. YSL Eau de Parfum Intense, the newest addition to the Y lineup. Now, I think this retails for $142, maybe $150, could even be $160. I can't remember, guys. I bought it at full retail as soon as it came out. However, Joma Shop came in pretty quickly after that and acquired a ton of this stuff. It's still in stock on their website for $115. We're talking massive savings off of retail on a brand new scent. It blew my mind when it came into stock, and it's still available. I think that is awesome to see. And also, that puts this one cheaper than what Y Eau de Parfum, which has been out for years now, and Y Le Parfum are going for. Brand new release. I think that's awesome. So, what's the difference? Well, this one's got sage, vetiver, ginger, patchouli, and most notably, bergamot. No apple in this one. That is the main difference. Y Eau de Toilette, Eau de Parfum, Le Parfum, they are all known for that sweet apple opening. This does not have that going on. It's more aromatic, it's less sweet. The apple has been replaced with bergamot, so a little bit more soapy clean, mature, and refined all the way around, across the board. I love this, okay? Now, you know, it is still a Y flanker, and so it's nothing brand new. But that being said, sometimes the sweetness of the eau de parfum and the lait parfum can be a bit too much to handle, especially when it warms up. Now, I've said it many times, I have zero issue wearing the eau de parfum in the summertime. I do it often, but it does get sweet. Not everyone is up for that. This is going to be the solution to that. The vetiver comes into play much more. Still very aromatic, but not as sweet. I love it for that reason. And it's a little bit more expensive, but it is a premium product. Quality is top notch. Performance is great. Compliments through the roof. Great one to spend your money on. Last up for this video, coming in at, I want to say $55, $56. I'll double check here. Yes, $55. Grapefruit, ozonic notes, and violet leaf make up Light Blue Forever Dolce & Gabbana. And this one is a tester. Testers do come with cap, bringing us in at that $55, $56 price point. Nothing else out there like this one. One of the most unique grapefruit scents that you can purchase on the market. And at that price point, mid-range designer price, it is a no-brainer to me. If you want something unique, you got to check this one out. If you're not up for something unique, you got to run as fast as you can away from this one, because this has really not done people very well. Some people, right? People who aren't really committed to getting a super realistic citrus scent, you're not going to like it. It is grapefruit all the way through. But if you want something that's going to stand out and smell different than every other summer fragrance on the market, Light Blue Forever is the way to go. And at this price point, it makes it a steal if that's what you're after. Alrighty guys, that's going to do it for me. 8 designer fragrances that I would purchase for $500 total if I were wanting to start a collection from scratch and build just an amazing collection that has me covered for every situation for any time of year. I will link all these down below so you can get them at the prices that I referenced in this one. Deals will also be going out to my emailing list subscribers. If you want to get any rare, discontinued, or hard to find scents, the list is going to be the place to be. You could subscribe down below at the first link. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.